Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Sugar Free. This is your monthly reading for October 2018. I'm kind of rushing to get things done now. It's been a busy couple of days and it's gorgeous weather here in the south of England. Absolutely beautiful. But I'm sitting indoors doing these readings. Now, Sagittarius, I did a reading for you 2 days ago. Oh, hold on a sec, I've just seen a wasp at the window. I just need to let him out. There's some kind of funny insect. Hold on. Oops. Come on, mate. Out you go. Go on. That's right. Well done. Oh dear, they need a little helping hand sometimes. Poor little things. They always fly towards the light, and who can blame them? So do we. Oh, now my cushion's gone on the floor. Oh, dear, dear, dear. Right. Now, I did a reading for you a couple of days ago. And I've got to say, I'm doing this again because it wasn't the happiest of reads, shall we say. It wasn't the happiest of spreads. But I'm not going to say why, because then I might go looking for the same theme in this spread that I'm about to do for you. So this is my second go for you, Sag. It's a 3-card Major Arcana reading. Then one from the Swords, one from the Wands, one from the Pentacles, and one from the Cups. And then one from the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle by Alana Fairchild. Kuan Yin is the Chinese Buddhist goddess of compassion. How lovely. She's the goddess of compassion, but she doesn't take prisoners either. The Buddhists have a saying, which is that compassion without wisdom is foolishness, and wisdom without compassion is bondage. So basically, compassion must be tempered with discernment. And as I say, while Wild Kuan Yin is the goddess of compassion, she also knows how to kick ass when kicking ass is required. Anyway, if I haven't put you off by now and you're still watching, that's great. I'm just going to give one last shuffle. And one last cut. Okay, let's see what we get for you, Sagittarius, for October 2018. Hangman, Devil, Sun in reverse. Okay. Wow, well, oh gosh. Look, when you get the Sun in reverse as the last card in this 3-card spread, it's not so. This 3-card spread is not so much about what I, the reader, see happening or see coming. It's more about the energies that are around and what we can do with them if we choose. Now, this Sun in reverse in this last position, the last position for me in this reading is what I call the key to power. First position is the energy as we come into the reading, the energy as we find ourselves. The second is the block or drain, the opposing force, or the underbelly, or, you know, the shadow side. And the third and last card is the key to power. So the key to power here is telling me that, well, I'm going to come to these, but it's telling me that you could benefit through October through stopping looking for resolution and a good outcome, basically letting go of that. Now that sounds really counterintuitive. You know, it's like we should always be looking for a good outcome and always trying for a good outcome. But in certain circumstances, we can do much better to let go of the attempt, because the attempt to get something sorted out, to get something resolved, to bring something to a positive, happy, rather than positive necessarily, but happy conclusion, actually takes on a life of its own. This quest for the happy ending takes on a life of its own and becomes something that we push for in ways that ultimately become unhelpful for us. And here we are. We come into the reading as the Hanged Man. So we come into the reading not engaging with what is, and sort of deliberately setting ourselves outside of the action of whatever is going on, whatever it is we're dealing with, whatever relationship, project, work situation, family situation, whatever it is that's brought you to this reading. We're not engaging with it here. And we place ourselves upside down, basically stand on our head, in order to look at it from a different perspective. And sometimes that's extremely useful. But I get the feeling here from the presence of the devil here in the middle that this matter of putting ourselves out of the action and seeing things from a different perspective has become compulsive. It's become something that we can't not do. And that is obviously never, ever helpful. And I wonder whether the good conclusion, the happy conclusion, the resolution that we're looking for, where am I going with this? I wonder whether it's based on sort of outdated thinking, an outdated perspective that is being maintained by this sort of compulsive, can't help it energy that's here in the devil. And I mean, it's quite interesting. Suddenly I see a real parallel between the head of the Hanged Man here and the sun here, at what to me, reading towards myself, reading towards me, is at the bottom of the card. In some decks, the Hanged Man, I think in Rider-Waite, this is the Tarot de Marseille, the ancient Italian tarot, but in the Rider-Waite, as the Hanged Man is suspended there, his head is illuminated. And here we have the source of illumination at the bottom of the card as well. There's something to be let go of here, Sag. There is definitely something to be let go of. But letting go of a kind of well-worn inner mental and emotional and psychological pathway to getting things sorted out. You know, if letting go and going down some other path inside that isn't just aiming at what I think is a kind of self-fueling and self created idea of what this happy ending would be. And we keep coming back to it, and we keep coming back to it, and we can't shift from it. Because the Sun in reverse here, card number 3 in this reading, is not just, well, this is your outcome. Thank God, this is your key to power. Okay, this, whatever is here in this card, is the energy that can be engaged with, should you so wish to shift this in the context of coming into the ring, finding ourselves in this position. So this is not just like, oh, sun in reverse, poor you, bad outcome, like sad outcome rather. It's not that. It's like, look, there's a different way to approach whatever it is you are thinking about here in the Hanged Man. But the different approach is being able to explore a different approach. And I see here, this is about exploration. Look, they're stepping off, not necessarily into the sunset, but they're going somewhere, these two. The journey is not quite over. Because you see, the sun is the third to last card in the tarot cycle. We have the sun when we've been through all the rest of the stuff, and we get to this happy union and fulfillment and a good outcome. What comes after that is the Judgment card, where everything that we've worked on through the cycle, whatever the cycle represents for each individual person engaging with the reading, everything we've worked on has to be dug up and reappraised before we get to the real final outcome, which is the world and fulfillment. So we're very, very near the end here. But what this is offering you, the sun in reverse here, is a different way to look at achieving good outcomes. A different way that isn't rooted in the normal kind of presuppositions and presumptions and assumptions about what a good outcome represents for you. So that this is saying, open your mind. And I'm going to say now, the previous reading I did for you that I'm not uploading, which is why I'm really redoing this one, was basically saying it's time to lift your gaze away from whatever it is you are going over again and again and again, looking for resolution, and just put it down, empty your mind, and just get up off the chair and walk across the room and just go and look out the window, go look at the sky. You need to get a different, not just a different perspective, but to like drop the whole kind of process of trying by well-worn means to bring about the result that you want. And this is the same message. And here the well-worn means are represented in the Devil card in the upright as the blocking factor in this reading. So this sun in reverse, as I say, this is not a warning. This is a suggestion for a different way to think about how you can create a good outcome from whatever it is that's brought you to this reading. Right, I just need to say I am waiting for a delivery of something, so I hope I can hear a vehicle. I hope I'm not going to get disturbed. I'm going to go straight onto the sword. Okay, Queen of Swords. So if there is a voice inside you this month, Sagittarius, that is saying something very clear and very simple, but something to which you are not accustomed, if your inner voice is telling you something to which you are not accustomed, something you are not used to hearing, something that counteracts this kind of, this is how it is, this is what I always do, this is what a good outcome represents to me. It could be well worth you listening to that voice and just stepping back and don't just react to it and say, well, no, that's not how I move. I think, well, hold on a minute, is there actually something in that? Because all of this I'm seeing is an offering to really, really change your perspective on how you move towards resolution. And this Queen of Swords is very clear, very direct, benevolent, but kick-ass communicator. So, you know, if something comes into your mind, some response, some idea, some kind of, yeah, an inner voice, your inner voice telling you something you don't normally hear it saying to you, you could be well advised to actually stop, take some time and listen to it. Okay, Eight of Wands. Now, traditionally, I see people, well, okay, not traditionally necessarily. I see people interpreting this as swift communication. But to me, this is not, this is swift and it's coordinated. But I don't think, personally, this is primarily about coordination. This is about organisation, practical organisation in the world of stuff and of work, you know, what you're doing, the actual nuts and bolts, the physical nuts and bolts of how you appear and interact with the environment, the physical environment around you. So this to me represents quite wholesale change, but it's coordinated, it's organized. All these wands are parallel. So off camera, so to speak, on this card, there are 8 hands, or there were 8 hands, all holding a wand, waiting for the command, like ready, aim, throw, and they all throw at the same time. It's just this one. It's a bit, if you're in England, you might remember Corporal Jones off Dad's Army. He's always a little bit late. This one's a little bit late. So it's not perfect coordination, but it's damn near perfect coordination. So some swift reordering of the environment around you, which, you know, might be your choice, but I would say probably not. It's probably something that's just going to happen. But this whole reading is saying, look at things in a different way. So, you know, if some changes come that you haven't made happen, but they come nonetheless, rather than simply resisting them, have a look. Use this hangman energy to have another look at them. They might actually be bringing you improvements. Okay, Page of Pentacles. Now listen, this reading is just this is so far in these minor arcana. This is good. This is really good. The Page of Pentacles, a gift, and I would say in this following the Eight of Wands, this is an unexpected, some sort of unexpected windfall, or some sort of unexpected, perhaps hitherto previously unrecognizable karmic gift coming your way, something that you normally might reject or ignore. Again, this is saying that don't ignore anything that comes your way. I'm not saying just take it all, accept it all, but it really is time, I think, to change the normal way, represented here in the Devil, that you would see things, react to things, and assess things. Because there's new stuff coming in. Eight of Wands, Page of Pentacles. There's new stuff coming in. Give it a chance at least, Sag. Okay. When I was saying this reading, this was really positive. I thought, what am I going to do if I pulled a Five of Cups? And here it is. Let me just put this down. Think about this. Because, I mean, the normal thing about the Five of Cups is, oh, yeah, okay, the 3 cups are spilt, but you've still got 2 cups. You know, shake off that cloak, turn around, have a look. But all right, listen, I'm going to really stick my neck out here, Sag. I think the Devil energy here and the Sun in reverse here, these are really, really linked to this Five of Cups. And I think perhaps I'm going to stick my neck out and perhaps be rather flippant. There's a bit of kind of doom merchant going on with this, that when change comes, or when change manifests in your life, there's a temptation to go, oh no. And I'm seeing that here in the Five of Cups. And if we always greet the new with a kind of grudging acceptance, a grudging welcome, simply because it is different from what we know, and possibly also, Sage, because it wasn't necessarily something that we chose. If we respond to what comes in that is new and not necessarily our top of our wish list, if we greet those things with negativity, this sun in reverse is the only result. But as I've said here, this is the key to power. Look at things in a different way. Reassess your habit of whether you find new things positive, negative, or neutral. Sage, the best is neutral, because not all new stuff that comes in is to be welcomed. But by the same token, not all new stuff that comes in is to be unwelcomed. The open spirit, and I'm going to tell you, in the previous reading, the outcome card, well, sorry, not the outcome, the key to power here was the Fool in the upright, and it really was about getting a fresh perspective, and here it is again. This is about the automatic jump to oh no, when something you hadn't ordered and weren't expecting pitches up in your life. Right, here's one from the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle. I'm going to spread the deck and see which card it is. Okay, I see it. There it is. I'll just put these back over here. Oh, now, okay, we have Blue Mother, Yellow Mountain, Gibbous Moon. Now, when I got this oracle and I looked through the cards and I thought, what does gibbous mean? And I looked it up and I said, oh yeah, of course that's what it means. And then I forgot. And then a little while later, I was looking through the oracle and I thought, what does gibbous mean? I looked it up before and I forgot. So I looked it up again. And I went, oh yeah, that's what it means. And I've done it again. I can't remember what gibbous means. Oh, I'm going to put something in the description. I'm going to bloody Google that word when I finish this film and put something in the description about what gibbous means. But look, even without that, what we have here is a unity of three elements. We have the mother, so the entity, the living entity involved, and here she is. Okay. Moving over the Yellow Mountain. All right. So we have a living entity interacting with a kind of geographical environment. And there are all sorts of ways for Kuan Yin to interact with this mountain. I mean, she's magic. She could fly across it if she wants, or she can walk across it. She can ride this yak, which is what she's doing here. But there's something about the gibbous moon. I'm so sorry. I cannot, off the top of my head, remember what it means. Which is pretty fucking useless, really, isn't it? I'll tell you what. Hold on a sec. I'm just going to flip over to the internet and look the damn thing up, because otherwise it's just useless, isn't it? Oh, come on. gibbous. Gibbous moon. What is a gibbous moon? Ah, waxing. Okay, it's getting bigger. Okay, so the moon is getting bigger. Why don't you just say waxing? Right, hold on a sec. Good. Okay. So the moon is getting bigger in this card. That something is growing for you here, Sag. Something is burgeoning. And really, because these are so, I mean, the devil is pretty hardcore energy, but because the key to power here is so near the end of the cycle and mixed with the Queen of Wands, this is a powerful message here. And there's a whole new way to respond, as I say, to respond. And I mean, as I'm talking about responding to the new, and I mean, the gibbous moon is waxing, moving towards full, and then it will fade away, and then it will go dark, and then there's a new one, and then it waxes and it's gibbous, and then it's full, and then it wanes and goes away. It's never static, ever, and nothing is. And that's the message I'm getting here. It is time to open up to the fact that change is the only constant, and stop resisting it and welcoming in the new with a grudging smile. Just look at it for what it is. Let it settle down in your mind. Whatever it is, new stuff coming in, whatever it is, just welcome it neutrally and then see what it does, and then you will know how to respond to it. Okay, Sag, I'm sorry that couldn't be more cheerful, but there we are. The cards are what the cards are. I do wish you well with that, and please like, please share, please subscribe, and hope to see you again for another reading very soon. Cheers, Sag. All the best. Bye-bye.